energy of this lunar eclipse is not gentle. It's here to reveal, to break open, and to reset what you thought you could never change. Spirit is guiding you to release the weight of the past so a new path can emerge. This is a turning point, a moment where endings transform into beginnings, and you are being asked to step fully into that shift. Welcome in, my beautiful Leo friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's go ahead, call in Spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So we've got the lunar eclipse happening on September the 7th, everyone. This is going to be a very powerful lunar eclipse. It is going to take us down deep into the depths of our subconscious. And this is where things are going to surface that we are meant to become aware of, release, and let go of. Okay, so we're going to first start with the Sacred Woundings Oracle. So this is a sacred wounding that is rising, and it is something that they want you to become aware of, to sit with, have a conversation with, to work with, or heal. Okay, so we are getting the wound of the hollow sage. The wound of the hollow sage. So knowledge without embodiment. So knowledge without embodiment. This wound forms when wisdom is accumulated but not integrated. When you speak truth without living it, you may appear insightful, even guide others, yet feel disconnected from your own medicine. It can leave you feeling empty, misaligned, or uncertain of your authority beneath the surface of what you know. So I'm going to read that to you one more time. Knowledge without embodiment. This wound forms when wisdom is accumulated but not integrated. When you speak truth without living it, you may appear insightful, even guide others, yet you feel disconnected from your own medicine. It can leave you feeling empty, misaligned, or uncertain of your authority beneath the surface of what you know. So some of you might be feeling this within yourself. Perhaps you're seeing this being reflected to you. All right, and this lunar eclipse is going to act like a mirror. It is reflecting to us what we're meant to become aware of, things that we're meant to heal and release. Okay, so we are completing a cycle in our lives with this full moon, this lunar eclipse, and we're stepping into a new energy. So next we are going to pull a shadow that is surfacing as well, and this is the shadow that is coming forward for you. So the lazy shadow. Any of you experiencing a lazy shadow? And some of you might be resonating with the images of these cards. These are just coming in as confirmations for you. So this shadow avoids hard work or going the extra mile. It's a slacker, it's full of excuses and unproductive. So you might be experiencing this shadow somewhere in your life. The message here is go as slow as you need. What matters most is moving in the right direction, step by step. So once again, go as slow as you need. What matters most is moving in the right direction, step by step. So you don't want to slow down and stop, but you want to continue on your path, taking one step after another, staying in motion, right? So this is what I'm getting here through that card. And I don't know if any of you got your hair cut like this recently, a shorter haircut. I'm getting Kat Von D. I don't know if any of you know who Kat Von D is. She's coming in as a sign for some of you, and it's only because of this image that I'm picking up on her. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is unfolding here. So we are getting the Seven of Wands. So I feel you're going to be hit with turbulence, a challenging experience. This is where you're going to be finding yourself standing up for yourself a little bit more than you normally do. And this is where you're being called to stand up for yourself, but out of the energy of love, out of the frequency of love, kindness, and compassion. You are elevating in your spiritual experience, and it's going to come with interference and choppy energy. So Seven of Wands, and we also have the Knight of Swords. This is you taking action, but taking calculated action. Making decisions with intention behind them, having some sort of plan or preparation. And I feel that you're starting to now move into an energy of preparation, and Spirit through this lunar eclipse is illuminating for you everything that is along your path that you can prepare for. Okay, so, and we also have the Queen of Wands. So making sure that as you are in motion, that you are taking care of yourself. And, you know, maybe you haven't been feeling good recently, Leo. I don't know, but I feel someone hasn't been feeling good, and perhaps someone is calling you lazy. Right? Maybe you haven't been taking the action because you haven't been feeling good. And I'm seeing someone calling you lazy. Don't let those words get to you, is what Spirit is saying here. So I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And Leo, I love it when you share with me how these cards show up in your life, how you connect with them, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So silk sheets, silk bed sheets, that's also coming through that card here. Now, before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. And Leo, I've got your readings up twice per week, once on Thursdays and once on Sundays. So make sure you've got me marked in your calendars. So 7 of Wands. So you're going through a spiritual experience through this lunar eclipse. They want you to focus on the spiritual mind, the things that are happening that you can't explain. This means the signs that are coming through animals, signs, you know, numbers, patterns, symbols, synchronicities. And these are going to happen within the energy of interference. This is where they want you to look for it. And your inner knowing, your intuition, they want you to trust yourself as you're moving through something that feels difficult for you. Trust yourself in that situation. You're going to get through it. I'm seeing you getting through it. I'm also seeing that you are evolving through the experience. So there's a lot of growth and learning that is happening through this. And there's a lot of growth and learning that you have done through past experiences. And what you learned through those experiences and the wisdom and the knowledge that you gained there, you can now apply that here in the experience you're having now. I feel there's something happening here, like something repeating itself, like it is the next version of something that started a while ago, some sort of conflict, argument. I'm getting like a bully energy, someone that might be bullying you or power tripping. This could be you also challenging yourself, like you might be in a competition somewhere, right? You might be competing with something, and that's what I'm picking up on. And having your healthy boundaries up around people that are testing you, people that are trying to tell you what to do, or, you know, where you're not feeling good, your energy is being drained. They want you to surround yourself with people that uplift your energy at this time, Leo, and you're going to know the difference between what uplifts you and what doesn't, especially around the lunar eclipse. You're going to feel more sensitive. You're going to feel a lot of things. Your senses are going to be heightened here. And it's going to feel like you're going through in a roller coaster ride with your emotions. They're this way and they're that way. And I feel that you're being tugged at. There's a lot of energies that keep tugging at you, wanting your attention, needing your energy for whatever reason. So you want to protect yourself, your energetic space, your own energy. So if you're feeling tired and exhausted and there's someone that constantly needs your attention, it's time to give yourself a break. It's time to allow that person to figure it out themselves, right? For them to trust themselves in something. I'm getting like a tug of war here. And an elevator. Have you gone in an elevator? I'm sure some of you have, but there's some sort of a story coming in with this, like a challenging experience in an elevator. Maybe the elevator got stuck. I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of that's challenging. Or, you know, it takes forever for the elevator to come up and down. Maybe you live in a building and it is very busy, the elevator's there. So that's coming in as a sign for you. And oh my goodness, why are they showing me that? They're showing me like a leash and the leash going up. So I don't even want to go further than that with that one. So challenging experiences. You're very intuitive. Trust your inner knowing here, Leo. It is going to be guiding you at this time. Sometimes things don't make sense, but they feel right. Listen to those internal feelings. I'm getting like a disconnect from a spiritual disconnect, like feeling choppy energies with your connection to spirit. So anytime we're feeling like we're offline with spirit, that happens to me sometimes. It doesn't happen to me often, but when it does, I don't like it. I'm like, what is going on here? I don't feel in tune right now. I've gone offline, so I need to reestablish that connection. And here I feel spirit is encouraging you to reestablish some sort of a connection in your life. I feel this could be connection to spirit or connection to someone else, right? And taking action, clarity is coming in. So perhaps you're going through a challenging experience and you don't have clarity. Maybe there's uncertainty, or you're feeling confused, or the situation is just not exactly what it seems, right? And you're wanting to either emotionally react or make a spontaneous decision or a reckless decision, to jump in too quick. So give yourself some time when you're making decisions. Unless it feels right, then jump on it. Like if it feels like you need to do this right now and you don't want to wait, and it's not emotionally charged because of someone else or because of fear, then jump into it. But if there's anything else associated to the reason for you jumping and it feels a bit reckless, it feels like you're being pushed into it, or there's some sort of time constraint, don't rush into it. Just because the energy is speeding up and it feels rushed doesn't mean that you have to rush. Give yourself the time that you need. And Spirit is saying sleep on it. They're saying sleep on something. There's a decision or something that you're trying to figure out or sort through in your mind, and they're asking you to sleep on it. There's no need to rush here. There is no deadline. Maybe there is a deadline in your life, but here energetically there is no deadline, and there's a breaking free from something and moving forward. And the black stallion is coming in as a strong, guiding, supporting energy for you. So you may have been seeing black stallions around, black horses. And, you know, this is the energy of darkness that resides within you that wants to be expressed. And I feel some of you may be going through experiences that are challenging, where you're having to work through some of the things that you're battling internally. Right? These could be parts of yourself, stories of yourself, feelings, all kinds of things that we work through. And this lunar eclipse is going to make it feel a little bit more intense. It's because we're meant to see it. They want us to actually recognize it. And, you know, I'm just seeing like things kind of whirling around inside you. And sometimes we're just meant to be aware that, you know what, this is what's happening within me. So because this is happening, how can I adjust to taking care of myself through this and having some sort of a game plan to work through it? So for myself, I have routines and things that I do in my day-to-day life to keep myself balanced and centered. That is the organization, the strategy, the way that I calculated make decisions in my life, right? They're saying calculated decisions, to really think about them. It's kind of like a game of chess. It's not meant to be rushed. It's meant to be, you know, thought about before making the next move. So, yeah, I have a routine, and I implement practices in my life to keep myself regulated. I use music a lot of the time, exercise, all kinds of things. And when things feel more intense, then I add a couple more things to the works, and I also make sure that I'm taking time out. I'm very aware of burnout energy, right? So I'm getting burnout here because things are happening quickly. So they want you to be very mindful and manage your energy in your day-to-day life. And you're meant to be active here, not passive. It doesn't mean you slow down, that you actually stop. It just means slow down enough that you're picking up all the other information that you're meant to gather as you're moving through this. Remember, you're going through a learning experience. And there's a lot of knowledge that you're going to acquire. And there's an expansion here happening within your consciousness as well that is allowing you to see more than what you were seeing before. It's giving you an expanded version of a solution, of an idea, of, it's like expansion that is happening here through this. And I'm seeing you going full steam ahead, and I see you claiming victory and being very successful with this. And it's the preparation, the planning that it took. So maybe you see a challenge ahead. Whatever this is, some of you, you're seeing a challenge. Others, you're seeing an opportunity, an adventure. Whatever you think of it as, preparation is going to be key, and you're going to claim victory here. Right? One foot after the other, not being afraid or letting fear get in the way, and nurturing this rhythm and flow in your life. Right? So what I'm getting here with the Queen of Wands is a motherly vibe. The vibration and frequency of fertility and expansion in your family, expansion in your personal life, in your career, in your finances. It is something that you have been nurturing already, working towards, and you're going to see this garden that you've created, all the seeds that you've planted, really grow bigger and far out than they are. So your reach, your energy, your frequency and vibration is actually expanding. And I feel that maybe this has to do with some of you that are online. Maybe your reach is getting far out, and you're finding that you're getting a lot more views on your videos, on your social media accounts, that there's something that you're sharing here that is touching other souls. This is what I mean by you reaching further out. And, you know, I feel for a lot of you, this is online, on social media where this is happening for you. So it is something that I feel is important for you. So it's something that you definitely want to nurture if that's the direction that you want to move, right? In whatever this is. I'm seeing a lot of success in your business, especially if this is something that has to do with you creating abundance for yourself. I'm seeing you doing really well here, actually creating something that is very long lasting, right? And the expansion, the fertility energy I'm getting is like pregnancy. You know how first we decide we want to have a child, and then we're pregnant with that child. So first that intention, that seed comes into our mind, and we plant that seed, and as we plant it, it's now in our stomach, right? In our uterus, and it is growing. So pregnancy for all of us has been very different. You know, those of us that have been with loved ones that have had children and been through their pregnancies know what that's like. The ups and downs, the beautiful moments, but it leads to this beautiful child being born into this earth, which is another experience in itself. So just like the cycles of pregnancy, the stages that we go through, these stages are unfolding in your life as well. And these challenges are a part of this journey, this experience, these stages, these phases. And right now what's happening is you're entering a new experience in your life. It feels like you're giving birth to a child, the child's arriving, and now here you are with this child. You spent those 9 months, you know, with the child in the oven, in your stomach oven. And now the child is here, and you have to adjust, and you have to learn and work with each other. This is what I'm getting here with the Queen of Wands. It's a beautiful, divine feminine, nurturing energy, comforting. There's a lot of love here for you. And they want you to actually tune into the frequency and vibration of love and share that love in the world, to express that outwardly in the way that feels right for you. There's something here that your soul wants to express in the world. And this lunar eclipse is actually opening you up to that expression, to that communication, to that interaction with the world, right? Your voice, I'm seeing that, Leo, your voice is going out far and wide. You know, every time you speak, your words are just getting amplified across the world. So some of you might be performers, or you're singers, and your voice, there's like a lot of power in your voice and your words. Maybe you're a speaker, you're on stage and you're speaking and you're motivating. There's a story that you're sharing. And I'm also getting that, you know, sometimes when we're moving into a new energy, we want to guard ourselves just in case, right? And here you can take this armor off. You don't have to wear the armor. There is nothing here that is going to knock you off your horse. There's no danger here. Everything is open and free, is what Spirit wants you to know about where you're going right now and what this lunar eclipse is opening you to. It feels like a portal that you're about to walk through, right? You're elevating. And what they're showing me right now is a UFO, like a UFO saucer up in the sky, and it's beaming down on someone, and someone is like floating up into the UFO ship. So I don't know, maybe you've been dreaming about UFOs. Maybe you had a UFO encounter, right? You're receiving information and communication from the outer realms. This happens. So what's coming to mind right now around this is Bashar. I don't know if any of you have been listening to Bashar, and maybe just listening to him and hearing his words and seeing how the outer realms are able to communicate and channel through him and bring us messages. I love listening to Bashar. I super totally connect with what he has to say, right? So this is what's coming through. So what I wanted to do now is take you through a sacred forest. This is the Sacred Forest Oracle, and there are messages waiting for you here in the sacred forest, and we're going to see what that is for you. All right, so as the lunar eclipse is up in the sky, we are now going to walk through the sacred forest and see what comes through this. Air spirit, knowledge. Look at that. Your knowledge is expanding, which is allowing you to expand the way that you see the world, right? So you're getting a higher vision. We have the number 1 here as well. So you might be seeing the number 1s around. We've got the number 7, the number 12, and the number 13. So these are all light code frequencies that are confirming to you that you are connected to this energy, this lunar eclipse, and this message. So as we are walking through the sacred forest, and as you stand in the center of the forest, a subtle breeze lovingly touches your cheeks. Gentle gusts rustle the leaves above you as a spirit of air approaches upon her boat of light and wind. In the quietude, you sense the wind whispering messages to you from spirit. You receive this message when you need to think things through. This is not the time to be impulsive. Do not react instinctively to situations and people. Take into consideration all points of view. Do your research, listen to others, speak your truth, take time to weigh the pros and cons of a situation. It is an excellent time to begin a new venture or project. It will succeed as long as you are thoughtful, organized, and focused. There is remarkable wellspring of wisdom within you. Take a break, slow down, and delve into the inner knowledge that resides within you already, that is surfacing. So it will guide you in the right direction. Air represents wisdom, our mental activity, and our ability to reason. It also is associated with thoughts, intellect, communication, and comprehension. Through our breath, we can speak and express ourselves. Our lives begin with our first breath. So air is connected with new beginnings. The spirit of air oversees friendship, clarity, and positive focus in life. So here, the spirit of air says to you, inhale. Take a moment to think things through. Think as well as feel the right direction. Get clarity and become focused before stepping forth. And take care to have thoughtful communication with others as well. So that is the energy of air spirit. We are now going to close and seal your reading off with an angel number. So you might already be seeing this angel number, and this is going to be a real world sign for you. So it's going to show up for you. So we are getting 1313, lucky break. You're about to experience a lucky break. So the message here is making intuitive choices. You're meant to make intuitive choices at this time. You're on a fruitful search where you're going to experience a lot of good fortune. Okay, so you're going to find that you're getting what you want in life. You're going to get what you want here. All right, Leo? So 1313, now I'm getting like superstition around the number 13. And this is a really lucky number. And I feel that it's a number that is kept hidden from us, made to look like a negative number, but it's actually a very powerful number. So those superstitions don't have any kind of power. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, those of you that have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for your love and support, everyone. I wanted to officially announce that I've launched another channel. It is called The Sacred Oracles. I'll leave you a link in the description box below. It's something that's been sitting within me for a long time, and now it's finally taken shape. And I've got my first video up already, a reading for you and a welcome video. So make sure you go check that out. It is an opportunity for me to express my creativity through different divination tools to bring you more messages. So yeah, go check that out on the other channel. And thank you again so much for your love and support here, everyone. Until the next time. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.